Support for studio sessions on KNKX comes from OB Credit Union, the original credit union of the Olympia Brewery, bringing pub-style banking to South Sound neighborhoods. OB Credit Union, offering Rainier, Pabst, Lone Star, and Olympia beer credit cards. More at obee.com/cards.
There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone to watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who'd watch over. He may not be the man some girls think of as handsome. Oh, to my heart, who carry won't you tell me to put on some speed, follow my lead, oh hide me, someone to watch over me. All right, so this next one is a song that I wrote for my father. He passed away in 2021, and he used to run track, and he ran the hurdles back in college and high school as well, and he was a star, and he still has records that have not been broken to this day. And so there was one point he had a stroke, and he wasn't able to walk, and so this song is about basically telling him now he can run his race again. He's not in pain anymore, and he's up in the sky looking down on us and telling us that we got to run our race too. The song is called Run Your Race. It's for you, Dad. I can feel your smile. I can feel your laugh. I can feel your joy. You have left for miles. I can feel the pain. You don't need to explain. 'cause you're free again. So fly away and run your race. One day I'll see your face again at the finish line. You'll be standing there smiling once again, 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 again. Remember as a child, my first point, my first note, my first stride, you would lift me high. Said, baby girl, don't cry. Just reach for the sky and fly away and run your race. One day I'll see your face again at the finish line. You'll be standing there smiling once again, 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 again. Oh, it never took you much to find a light in each of us. Even from a distant place, you brighten up a dark, rainy day. So fly away and run your race. One day I'll see your face again at the finish line. You'll be standing there smiling once again, 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 This next one is called Wild is the Wind. Love me, love me, love me, say you do. Let me fly away with you. For my love is like the wind. Give me more than one caress. Satisfy this hungriness for creatures of the wind and wild as a wind. You touch me. I heard a sound of mandolins. You with your kiss, my life begins. You're spring to me, all things to me. Don't you know your life itself? Like a leaf clings to a tree. Oh, my darling, cling to me. For creatures of the wind and wild is the wind, so wild is the wind, wild is the wind, wild is the wind, wild is the wind.
Thank you so much today. We appreciate it, Kandace Springs. Before we begin, I thought it would be cool if you would tell us something about you that isn't about music.
I have a secret passion, well, somewhat secret. I absolutely love cars. And funny enough, I was going to go to college to be an automotive design tech or just like learn Nashville Auto Diesel College. At one point I even considered. So I get my hands dirty all the time. But currently I own 15 cars, and codes have not gotten my case about that yet. But yeah, and so I work on them all. They're all mostly classic cars, though, so stuff like a collection. So yesterday I was literally jump-starting my 1950 Plymouth Fastback Coupe. But I have a 66 Mustang, 69 Firebird, SRT 10 Dodge Viper, C7 Corvette, Willys Jeep 1947. Just to name a few. So, but any of you guys probably seen some of them on my Instagram and stuff. So that's another side of me.
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you for sharing.
I'm
That's
a throwback
so.
girl.
I did read that you were parking cars at a hotel where you were then in the evenings going to play piano and singing.
Yes.
And I thought that is interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
That's kind of got me back into the music scene somewhat. So I was doing the cars and I was getting tired. And then I went in a lounge one day and started playing the piano, and the manager just happened to be out, and he was like, "Hey, I'll offer you a gig and play a few times a week here." And after your shift, come up and play. So I would go home and shower, come back. They were like, didn't you park my car earlier? Literally, the guest would come out. Yeah, and you forgot to tip me, so why don't you do it now?
Oh, that's so great. You're playing a 6-show stint at Jazz Alley, is that right?
That's right.
That's a lot of shows.
Yep.
You're just a beloved singer in the city. I was apparent last night. I got to sit in and watch. And Crackerjack rhythm section you got there composed of 2 amazingly talented women.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Was that a conscious decision for you?
Somewhat, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I love seeing powerful women up there and just talented women. So we got Camille Gainer Jones. She's a legend. I brag on her all the time. She plays for Diana Ross, should I say. Alicia Keys and many more, Run DMC. The list goes on. But she's so humble and so gracious to play with us. So I feel honored and inspired by her. And then we have Caylen Bryant, who's on the bass. And she's a little more up and coming, but she is so ahead of her time. And she's currently in Juilliard, if that just says something on its own. So, and then she's also a clothing designer, plays every other instrument you can think of, and sings. So it's just a powerful, vibe that we have up there. You feel the force, for sure.
You do. It was, and you were really generous too, sharing the spotlight last night. I thought I was really impressed, and it was just really cool seeing them sort of come out and show a little of what they do too. And oh yeah, they were amazing.
They're awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
You bet. I noticed there were some classical piano moments at the club last night, and I wanted you to tell me a little bit about that.
I love classical. I kind of almost started playing classical in the beginning. My first classical piece was a ghetto botched version of Moonlight Sonata that my dad tried to pick out and help me figure out, and then I played it back. And next thing I know, he said he went upstairs and cooked the bologna sandwich, and before he came back down after 10 minutes, I was pretty much playing this. Just kidding, no. I was 10 years old. I wasn't playing that much advanced. But anyway, he got me piano lessons with the Wooten brothers. Many of you guys know Victor Wooten, who plays with Bela Flack, and Joe Wooten, who plays with Steve Miller Band. Just to give a little background on that. So, and some classical piano teachers and stuff. We learned sheet music. Yeah, back in the day.
Well, and it was interesting. People started clapping along with the classical music last night. I don't know if you noticed that. I was like, there is something really, like, we all know it, right? It's just like in our brains, kind of. So to tap into that is really smart. And it almost seems like some of your tunes have a little bit of a classical trajectory to some of the melodic lines. It's like, oh, that's not a typical pop song. That's got some cool movement.
I love that you can hear that. So that so means a lot to me. You don't even know as a musician, because you're a musician, so you get it.
Yeah, but it was just, it was neat last night to see everyone just kind of really, I was like, oh, she's a classical pianist. That's a wonderful, beautiful piano too.
Well, thank you.
Nice seeing it. And of course, when you got on the roads and you did the soul thing, it was like, oh, that's also really good. Like, it must be hard to choose for you sometimes. You get to kind of pick, don't you?
Yeah, so I love vintage pianos, and so it's good. You get a good vibe from both the grand piano and the Rhodes.
Yeah.
Nothing quite like a Rhodes, though, you know?
Oh, God,
soulful.
Ray Charles.
Super soulful instrument. Yes.
Your father was a major musical influence in your life, working a musician in Nashville, where you grew up. What were some of the important lessons you learned from him regarding music and the music biz?
He started me kind of early, taking me to the studio with him and just get an idea of how that works. And then he played live like every weekend at least. Downtown Nashville at Printer's Alley, for those you know, and B.B. King's and stuff. And he would take me there, and we would see him. That was just like a regular part of life. And he would eventually just start having me come up and sing and play. And reluctantly, I would cry and stuff. I don't want to. Then one day it just clicked. And I was like, actually, I'm starting to enjoy this. So thanks to him for pushing me into this direction. Get early start.
It's wonderful. You've written songs and you've done covers of songs. What is that relationship like for you, and how does it flow in your life?
I learned a lot. Well, the covers, just listening to my favorite singers and stuff growing up, gave me a stencil, per se, kind of to listen to, but then I've kind of turned it into my own thing. I always tell people I see music in colors, and I'm an artist. I paint, I draw, and I create. So when I hear jazz standards and, covers, they're just a beautiful painting, and then I add my own colors to them. But when I write, I take bits and parts of that and just kind of made a hybrid sound of my own, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so, yeah. Well, and it seems like you're doing quite a lot of things, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what's going to happen
There's so
now.
many colors. I like to use so many colors. When I draw, I'm super detailed too. So
what's your medium visual art wise? What's your favorite?
Like a style? I like soft pastels, charcoals and stuff, pencil. I can paint. Oils, all that stuff. So I can do murals. I can do all kinds. I can do sculpture really well. So yeah, that's a little everything. Very artistic.
Cool. Yeah, that tracks. What advice would you have for songwriters and musicians in this ever-changing world of a modern music industry?
I always say the number one thing I can give a musician is to just sing from your heart. I know it sounds cheesy. But if you're not singing from your soul, people don't connect as much. But when you do, people just connect. You can be off key as all get out. But if you're singing from your heart, man, people will vibe with you. And just be yourself. Like, don't let people tell you, you need to be like this or you need to do more of that. Sure, you can take some advice a little here and there, but always know who you are. And ultimately, you pretty much do. When you play and sing and you're like at your happiest, that's who you are. I can't stress that enough, honestly. I've been through it in this career, so...
watching you play is really stunning because I think a lot of folks, when they hear you, they hear you sing, and there's so many singers who don't play. What is the balance like for you? Because last night I noticed there were some times where you weren't singing, you were playing, and it was beautiful. Your expression was fully in the instrument. But how do you kind of play that? Because I'm sure you are aware people want to hear me sing, people want to hear me play. How do you balance it for yourself and the needs of others, you know?
I started on piano, so I feel like that gave me an advantage in the singing world to interpret what I'm hearing more, and it just started turning into a more serious thing. Like, okay, now my singing is starting to take over my piano. But it's like having an intimate relationship with... I even have a song out. It's called My Best Friend that I wrote about my piano. My best friend is black. My best friend is white. My best friend is there day and night, waiting patiently for me till I get home. Like, you know, so piano is sitting there, so... It's having a relationship with it on a musical, spiritual level. And to be able to collaborate both, it takes you to another realm that I feel like not everybody has experience. So I highly encourage to pick up an instrument and sing if you don't do one or the other, to try to do both.
Yeah. It was neat. I was sitting over by your drummer, so I was watching you sort of like directing the group last night. And I was really impressed. You did a great job because there are some singers at the piano, I think, that I've seen who just, it's hard for them to connect because they are so used to their best friend, you know? And you did it. I was impressed. So you're straddling all those worlds, and
well, thank you.
It was very impressive last night.
Those girls are so talented. They're locked in. Like
I'm following them on
pros.
Instagram, that's for sure.
I'm blessed.
Yes, that upright bass and then the bowing. Oh. What are your future plans creatively?
We just recorded a new record, and you guys are the first to actually record one of the first songs on that album, which is Run Your Race, that I wrote for my father. And we're hoping to release it sometime this year, 2023. Hopefully spring, summer, in that range. And it's a lot of songs that I've written when I was about 16, 17. I'm 34 now, so... I'm just spanning from that time. A lot of stuff has been in my vault that I've been waiting to just release to the public, and I'm so excited about that. And we're starting to play a lot of those songs in the sets now that you'll hear at Demetrius Jazz Alley. And so, yeah, you guys are one of the lucky first to get one. Thank you for making this happen.
It was cool. Last night when you did Run Your Race, I started tearing up because it's just that beautiful. You know, you're singing the same note, but the chords are changing.
That's right.
So powerful.
Oh, I love that you noticed.
And I was just like,
thank you.
know, it was hard for me to be quiet. I really felt that song.
You're a true artist. You get it.
Well,
So
I think there's
thank you.
a lot of folks like that who dig into music here in this area. It's really special. But thank you. And
Thank you.
I'm excited, and that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, performing those songs, is that different for you than how you interpret, you know, jazz or whatnot? And you are so good at that too, but it takes you to a different level.
Thank you.
It's exciting.
We're going to keep pushing forward and put good music out. Hope you guys hear the record soon.
Good. And you have a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, I have two kitties.
Two kitties.
Yeah, I did their DNA test, and
Yes.
they're both fluff balls, so they're both come back as little Maine Coon Siberian mixes. A little bit of short hair, so they're so cute and talkative.
Aww.
My cat's favorite thing is saying is brrrr, brrrr. Every morning she wants her fancy feast. So for cat lovers out there. So.
Yeah, and they listen to the piano, right? They're
there. Yep, Nina. That's her name for Nina Simone.
Excellent.
So. And then I have Buddha, he's kind of on the chubbier side and very peaceful. So I feel like that fits his name.
Good name. Good name. Well, thank you so much today. We appreciate it, Kandace Springs. And thank you to our audio engineer, Mo Provencher, and the videography and photography done by Parker Blom. I'm Paige Hansen.
Thank you.